Hi everyone, Ryan Otto here. Welcome to Ask Ryan Otto. This is the third episode. I'm really excited about this episode. Got a great question from you guys, which is, what is a good deal? That's a very good question. Now, that depends on a few different factors, to be fair. If it's for me, there's a certain amount of profit that I would want to achieve for me to say yes to doing that deal, or saying no and passing that deal on to somebody else, or just not doing that deal at all if the numbers just don't work for me. Because if you can imagine where we're at now, we want to cherry pick the deals, you could say. We don't need to do the run-of-the-mill or the deals we shouldn't really be doing, but we're going to put the same time, the same energy into that deal which we know is going to earn us a lot less. And it's going to be a lot of hassle, for argument's sake, or the voids might be high or the occupancy might be low because it doesn't obviously meet my or our strict criteria of what is a good deal for us over here. Is completely different to what might be a very good deal for you over here, only because if you're getting started right now, you'll be happy to take something that would only produce maybe an extra £1,000 a month. When would I really take it if it only produces another £1,000 a month and it's going to be hard to manage, or the landlord's difficult to work with? Probably not, okay? So when we look at it like that in the right context, so if you're just starting out of this and you want to get as many deals as you can, or even, not even as many deals as you can, maybe you just want to reach a certain amount of income that replaces your current salary. I mean, the average salary right now, according to the Guardian newspaper, is, I think it's around £28,000 a year. So let's say your goal was just to get to replace your salary, or the average salary, £28,000 a year, is completely different to my goal and how I would look at deals, okay? So let's look at this from your perspective. Okay, a good deal. You need to look at how much money you would want to earn from that particular deal. So how much money you would want to earn. Let's just say you used the benchmark of £1,000 on top. Okay, so that's profit. Say £1,000 of profit a month. That's a very good place to start, because I mean the average salary is only just over 2 times that. And a couple of those deals, for example, and you've replaced your salary or the average salary. So for somebody in that position, just wanting to get out of their 9 to 5, just want to avoid that horrendous commute to the office, just want to get their time back, so they can start to, stop exchanging their time for money, and start earning what they're worth. Looking at the deals where you would make £1,000 a month is absolutely great. It's a fantastic place to start at. So what you would need to do is obviously work out how much profit that particular deal would make. And how you would do that is you obviously need to know the address of the property. Okay, so you've got the address from the owner, from the landlords, for the deal that you're looking at. You would obviously need to know the type of property, the style of property. That's just, for example, how many bedrooms it has, how many bathrooms it has, what floor the property is located on. Because as you can appreciate, if it's a basement property, it's gonna, have a certain amount of revenue it would achieve. If it's a top floor flat, which is great, it could be like the penthouse, so it has an amazing views, which you would automatically think, wow, it's a penthouse, it's going to get the most amount of money. However, you could be wrong, because if there's not a lift in the building, it sort of negates the fact that it's got the best views, because who wants to walk up 4, 5, 6 flights of stairs just to get those views. If it's a family, they're not going to want to do it. People staying long term are not going to want to do it at all. Business people, corporate travelers, contractors, maybe not, but it's going to be a lot harder to achieve the highest possible revenue, the maximum amount of profit. So when you're taking those things into consideration, when you know those facts, you know those fundamentals, where it's located, what the address is, what floor it's on, if it's an apartment, I'm assuming now, okay? If it's a house, obviously that's irrelevant. And how many bedrooms, how many bathrooms, and obviously the general condition of the property. When you got those things first, then you can start to look at how much this property would generate. Now, to give you an idea of that, you'd go across to, say, one of the short letting websites, Airbnb, Booking.com. You can check the calendar on Airbnb to see how many bookings that particular property's got. You can go to Booking.com and you can search by postcode or put the postcode in. So now you're in the area that you're looking at. Then you can type the details in, which is that property, okay? The one you're looking at. So if it's 1 bedroom, or if it's 2 bedroom, or if it's 3 bedroom, you can search by how many people it sleeps. So assuming a 1 bed sleeps 2 people to maybe a maximum of 3 or even 4 if there's a sofa bed in the lounge. And then a 2 bedroom property would sleep 4 people in 2 in each room. And then if they have a sofa bed in the lounge, then an extra single or maybe 2 more. So that could be 4, 5 or 6. So when you start to look at knowing what you would do with that property, how many people it would comfortably sleep, then you can go across to Booking.com. And then you can have a look at comparables for other properties in that particular area, in exact area, by searching by the map, okay? So when you've typed in on Booking.com this area that you're looking for, or this postcode, which is obviously where your property is, that's very important, then you're going to click the box of how many guests can stay. From what I just shared with you, you'll know if it's a 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, 4 bedroom, 5 bedroom, how many guests it will sleep based on that. Then it will display a list of properties for you to look at. It will have the price that they are, you know, how much it would cost for the stay, whether it's 1 night, 1 week, 1 month, okay? And then you can click the map view so you can see exactly on the map whereabouts those properties are located. Because, for example, to try and get this as accurate as possible, you don't just want to be choosing the city name and saying, 2 bedroom apartment in that city, let's just say Manchester for argument's sake. 2 bedroom apartment in Manchester, it can sleep 5 people, 2 in each room and 1 on a sofa bed in a lounge, because you'll find that the swing from one to the other could be Salford Quays has got one higher price because it's near Old Trafford, the football ground. You can find the Northern Quarter has also got a very good, strong price because it's a popular area in high demand where travellers want to be, which is another higher or ceiling price. Then you could find something which is, you know, massive different, a million miles away from those prices, and it's not very accurate. And that could be because it's a mile that way or 2 miles that way in a non-desirable area, but it still comes under the bracket of in Manchester. So you have to be specific, right? You have to be specific. So you get the address, you search on Booking.com, you check the map view, you find out exactly where your property or where the potential property is, then you'll have a more accurate idea. Then you can look at how much the other competitors are charging and what they have included, okay? When you know what they have included and what they're charging, then you can compare that to yours, the level that you're going to position your property at. Whether it's the lower end of the market, it will achieve obviously a certain price. Or if it's at the highest end of the market, the ceiling, it's going to achieve a completely different price. Does that make sense? So when you know those fundamental things, you can just decide where you're going to be able to position that property. I mean, it can come down to how the property is presented. If the landlord is not going to decorate, or the property is dated, for argument's sake, you have to consider, is this property going to be the mid-range, the ceiling, or the lower range, exactly how it is, based on how you get it. Then you're going to need to decide, are you going to invest some money into that property? Are you going to decorate it? Are you going to furnish it? And again, the furnishing, what level of furniture are you going to provide? These factors will play an important role in working out how much you can achieve to what is a good deal. I mean, it's very general and broad, the question that you're asking. I appreciate your question. I'm happy if you want to find me on social, anywhere, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, through the group, one of the communities, the ASK Ryan Otto, or even the Perfect Property Deal community. And if you can give me more details, I can obviously be specific for that particular property, for your particular deal. But right now, it's just very broad. So I'm giving you a few different ideas of how I would approach that, how I would value that, how I would, crunch the numbers on that to work out where the profit is and how I can extract the profit and how much it's worth and is it a good deal. So, of course, send me more details on social. But for answering this question as best I can, when you've got those factors, the location, the size, how many it will sleep, is it furnished, how is it presented, these will all paint a bigger picture for you to then work out how this property or this potential deal now compares to everything else that's on the market and how much they are achieving. When you can just mystery shop or just model what's working, it's not even a mystery shop in this exercise, it's just modeling what's working. So when you can compare that to something else already on booking.com and you can see how much they're charging, then it will give you an idea if yours is positioned or in the same or similar location, it's presented in the same or similar way, you're going to maintain your levels, service levels, to keep your reviews at a similar level to those guys. There should be no reason why you can't achieve similar rates to what the competitor is. Okay? So when you look at all of those factors and crunch those numbers together, that's how you can work out what is or what isn't a good deal. Now, what I also would like to add is there's some people out there which have been on, a training program which will teach you how to do this. There's some people that have paid for a course on this, okay? And that course seller has taught them that if they can make £750 a month from the property, on top of what they pay, obviously, to the landlord, then that's a good deal. For me, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that because for me, that's not a good deal. A good deal to me is some of the case studies that we shared with you guys. I mean, we got some deals which are making £3,000 a month. Some deals making £3,500 a month. Up to 201% above the market rent or above the rent we pay to the landlord. I mean, some of our deals are earning up to £42,155 a year, and that's completely different to the £750 a month down here. So what's a good deal to us and to me is something which may be completely different to what's a good deal for you. So if you're aiming for around the £750 or the £1,000 mark for your first few deals, just to get them over the line, just to get to replacing, a couple of £1,000 a month salary as quick as possible, then those will be a good deal for you guys. So I hope this has answered your question. Remember, Subscribe here on YouTube for bonus content and exclusive content. And if you're listening on the podcast, make sure you subscribe there as well, the Perfect Property Deal podcast, to make sure that you get bonus content and exclusive content. I've really enjoyed this episode. Remember, you just keep asking me questions and I will keep answering them for you guys. Also, don't forget, you're only one perfect property deal away from everything that you want.